Let me get it on the green screen. Man. No. Ain't no. Wait. Ain't nobody. Must be better. Makes me happy. Let me do this way. Yeah, I did roll my hair. I promise y'all I did. I'm gonna do it again tonight though. What's going on? What is going on? Welcome to Club Spirit. Oh, welcome to Club Spirit. Welcome to Club Spirit. So, a lot of people was outside this weekend. Yo, hey, I knew last night I still had to do some things last night, and I was trying to push it because I like to do my Club Spirits at this time. And now, because this is a little hole of time I have, so I was pushing. Then I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait because I was watching the process of going up to the baby shower. If anybody knows, and I was watching Nivea. I was watching Nivea's getting ready for the baby shower, and then when I saw him had Chrisean at the door, and he shut the door, I said, "Something not gonna go right. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until tomorrow, and I'll speak my piece because something is not gonna be right with this." Mhm. So let's get to this first. So Claressa Shields won. We knew that. Nobody said she won. You know, people want her to lose. Like it's not. It's not because people are hating, and I hate that word hating because hating is different than hating and telling you the damn truth. Like hating. Okay, hating is when I'm speaking and somebody comes in to the left and says something negative because I'm not saying anything negative, right? So I'm putting out positivity, so positivity is supposed to be back. But if a person keeps out putting out negativity and you're not supposed to respond to the negativity, what's really going on? I mean, like, I don't get that shit. Like, nobody is jealous of this woman. Like, let me get this right, because people are like, y'all jealous because she has 19 titles. I don't give a damn. You got 19 titles or anything. Spell title. Like, for real. Spell what I want to tell you. Spell accountability. Spell that for me. Yeah. I don't give a damn what you got. Most of them are vacant titles at that. You vacant because you don't really want to come outside. Welcome to Club Spirit. You don't really want to come outside. So people like okay, I don't want to be like, I'm happy that I'm single. I don't have to be nobody's second choice. I don't have to make myself go down to be second choice. I don't have to go every day and figure out what she has on so I can match her type energy. I don't have to come on the internet and validate myself every day and tell y'all I'm a champion every day. I don't want that. Like, I have a problem with light skinned women because I'm ugly. I'm ugly on the inside and I'm ugly on the outside. Who is jealous of that? Nobody jealous of that. Because you got some money, baby, you can have money and just be just miserable. And that's miserable. And she don't have no money anyway. Because if a person have money, they don't have to prove it. They don't have to prove it. It must be such. I've been there though before. Like, you come to the internet, when you have to come to the internet, because I've been there. When you have to come to the internet and validate who you are every day to a bunch of people, to people that don't even know you, and you see something and you have a mask on and that mask slips for a second, you're going to come back and try to justify this mask. That means you have a miserable life. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. I mean, I would be quiet about, and this was in the comments too. I would be quiet because Remy got your ass. Clearance. You are ever, forever now going to be known as Clarence. Clarence. She won. And she making money. Now, telling you the truth, that's not hating. But everybody have to choose. It's like everybody's not hating. Actually, people are trying to help you and tell you before it goes down what is being played. But like I said, when you're trying to seek something that you don't have, like you don't have love, and then you're insecure, you have all that going on with you, and you finally have somebody maybe that's more presentable that you can have. Like he's not like one of these men that don't have a job, like supposedly in her head. Um, he's not a regular guy. But he really is. He's a regular guy. And real talk, both of them are having a miserable life together. And it's just like, so why I need to be jealous of that? Why every day you come on up here and you lie, and then get mad when people call you out on it? That's not it. Yeah, I am AI. That means I'm talking very intelligently. This is a positive environment, so we don't deal with this type of stuff. Um, so my I make my content boring for people like y'all because you're so spoiled with negativity. Y'all don't know when positivity comes in your camera. It's boring. Let's go into what I was saying about what happened over the weekend. Y'all like that type shit. Y'all don't like this type shit. So if it's AI, thank you. That gives me a compliment. Appreciate it. That means I'm speaking very well. Thank you. You see, that's called consciousness. Anything you tell me ain't gonna hurt me no more because I know what it is. Moving on. Um, Anyway, thank you. Um, and so nobody's worried about her. Nobody's worried about your man. Like I blame the school systems, bro. But they said lead is in Baltimore water, and they say Flint water is missing with y'all too. So, um, it is what it is. Um, I hear somebody needs to fall in line. I heard that really quick. Fall in line. I don't know who that's for. Somebody needs to fall in line. Um, somebody, yeah, somebody needs to fall in line. Somebody's hanging by a string right now and they need to fall in line. Maybe what I'm telling you, maybe you're going in the wrong direction too. And then maybe you need to watch this so you don't go in the wrong direction as well. You know, I hear peer pressure for a pimp. I mean, peer pressure, it's like a drug. And it's like, why you want adults to peer pressure? I'm thinking college, but I'm like, somebody's like 25 years old, 25, 26 years old, and they having their peers direct them into what they want them to do. And it's like, man, you need to take a step back and maybe watch this because this is where your life is about to go to also. Now, some of y'all people I'm hearing and I'm speaking spiritually. Some of y'all people be coming out here on the streets and y'all not made for outside. Hell, I'm telling you, I'm not made for outside. But I was outside, but I was not made for outside. When I was outside, I was green as hell. I got into what it's called the hard nights of being on the street, and I had to learn very quickly. And still, some things I haven't got down quickly. But I don't want to be out there. You understand? It's not cool. Somebody needs to understand that. I don't know. Somebody also is like a suburban kid, and they grew up in the suburbs, and and it's just so cool to them to be like that. And you don't have the opportunity. Somebody needs to know that your parents worked too damn hard for you to be doing that. That's what somebody needs to know. And I don't know if you coming back. I don't see how many people on here or whatever. That's your message. Maybe you came on here for that because what I saw yesterday is a pure damn shame. I understand being a content creator. I get it. Um, I really did not start calling myself a creator until 2024. I always felt like I came on live, but I really never wanted to really work with content. But I always, my content, the way how I am right now, is different. So my content, like I said, I learned early in the game. When you start putting your life as content, and it's not like okay, like vlog, come with me, right? Or I'm doing this, or get ready with me. But when you put every damn thing on the internet, your marriage, your relationship with your family, when you put all this business on here, what you're doing is already negative. You bringing more negative energy. You don't know who you talking to out there and that holding that phone. And what happens is it's going to attract a lot more negative. And then when it gets overflowed, and then you get online and you ready to curse people out and say, well, y'all need to stay out of my business. No, you opened that door. You came to the internet. Nobody told you to have a baby on the internet. Nobody told you to keep bringing the baby on the internet. Nobody told you that nobody told you to keep, for you to say that you took somebody out the second time. Nobody told you that you need to tell all this, and and that, excuse my language, I try to be spiritual, and that bitch finally admitted that about her son. I don't know, she high, she drunk. She said something. She said, yeah, he stands along with all these people, but my son carries me, but and then he pretends. This bitch said the son pretend, he act like he is like that last night. When people gonna step in, now this is not funny no more. This is something ain't right. So this is like somebody. It's so funny. People be ready to call 911 on a regular person on the street talking to themselves, not bothering anybody. They talking to whoever. They could be talking to their attachment. Hey, you never know. Talking to somebody that they see, maybe they in a whole nother dimension. They not bothering nobody. Y'all ready to call that. But when y'all gonna call 911 on that? Because that one is a danger to society. The one I'd rather, the one that's walking and talking to himself, he'll be all right. When he get tired of being out there talking to himself and being on that heat and fighting that attachment, because he knows it's an attachment because he's talking to. So once he figures that out, he'll be all right. But the one like that says that her son, that comes out of the bat and says her son acts like that, that shows you nobody's at home. Nobody's at home, and y'all be quick to call 911 on family members, and they, this, and y'all not calling 911. That ain't right in the head. Even when I was talking to some people today, they was like, "She is crazy." It isn't. That is enough. And y'all fans that really back her up, and y'all making excuses talking about she hit first. It does not matter. That is her. That is her. Um. That is her her life, her living, right? That's what she's supposed to be making a living on, right? So she is in the wrong regardless if old girl hit her, because she has to understand that she's supposed to have the temperament to walk away. It doesn't matter who hit first. Stop making that excuse for her. You're supposed to be trained mature to actually walk away and turn around. Don't even get into that situation. You weren't even supposed to be over there. And I'm tired of y'all making excuses for him. Then on Monday, when she really get back to Baltimore, we gonna wear white again. She gonna say that he made her do it, and then she's gonna start telling on him too. Then she gonna say, well, he did kick that girl, and he needs to be in prison. You know what? Leave him where he be, because after he kicked that girl, you deserve to go to prison. That's what you get. I have said in this reading, you're gonna learn when you take too much when enough content is enough. Your life is not a reality show, and when you do that way, you are inviting so much. You don't know y'all talking about nephew with hoodoo and voodoo. You don't know who is on that other screen doing whatever they doing on sending it your way. Forget her. Meanwhile, the other one do it too. Chrisean, that voodoo not working. Chrisean voodoo ain't working either, because she does it too. Both of them do it. It's the battle of the witches right now between them two. Kind of remind me of something, but the battle of the witches. I'm tired of y'all making excuses after excuses. No, there is no excuse for this right now. None. I want to see what happens when she goes to the coach. I hope they keep humbling her like this. I can't see her getting out of this one. She can say that maybe she was cloned, that was another clone. She gonna come up with some stupid ass retarded one thing like, that wasn't me. Y'all didn't see me. That was somebody else. That was somebody that looked like me. Or he told me if I didn't hit her, I wouldn't do it. And you know who those two remind me of? They remind me of Stevie and Jocelyn. Then she called him Stevie. Stevie, do you love me, Stevie? That's what it looked like. You remember when they was at the Love and Hip Hop reunion, and both of them got up like that, and both of them was shirt out. That's what they looked like. And I'll be honest with you, I gave that reading to Nebia. I gave that reading to her. You don't know what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a bona fide serial killer. This person does not care, and this person is fully possessed at this point. It's a possession. And if I was you, there is no, like, you gotta learn at a certain age. If you gotta fight that hard and raise that much hell, he ain't for you, sis. He ain't for you. I don't care what his name is. I don't care, because really, to be honest with you, it's kind of reminding me of damn something just dusty and dirty and stanky. I don't care what his name is. You need to really leave, because it's dangerous. It's a dangerous game. They're willing to sacrifice anything to get back what they had. And that means sacrifice you. That means sacrifice your children. They don't care. They will. Lee, I don't understand how, your mother's there. Like I said, I can deal with maybe you not close, but it looked like you and your mother are close. You need to go back to Indiana, because this right here ain't for you, sis. I don't care what he promised you, because I know what he's telling you. He's telling you, this is all for fake. This is all for clicks. This is all for views. You his number one. But no, if a man truly loves you, he will respect you on camera, not disrespect you. I don't care how much money we're gonna bring in. Go and get another character. Like, he don't love himself at this point. If he's dealing with something like that, he don't love himself. And like I said, STD is real. Sexual transmitted demon is real. And if you go back to Blueface in the beginning to where he is now, both of them got demons. They transferred it to each other. They are bonded. It don't matter what it is. He can curse her out and say that, and kick her out of his car, and then call her a manly bitch one day, and then the next day they all giggles and try to cat crash. Anybody that allows you to keep getting disrespect right there, you need to leave them, because you cannot fix them. There's no fixing, and it's like I'm like I heard her. I'm gonna be the first to win his to be Mrs. Porter. Man, he don't want nobody to be Mrs. Porter. Get the program, man. Keep moving. Y'all giving him a lot of energy, and he ain't worth a gum underneath somebody's shoe. And I don't care his damn mammy made him like that. That was to me. That's embarrassing last night. Straight up. He not even thinking. I have a birth of my baby coming. I can't be into all this. Like, all right, I'm gonna do it right this time. He's not even thinking about that. He should just put you back, and then and that's not how he was raised. I hear Jonathan. That's not how you raised. Even though you had a mother that maybe a motherless child, right? I hear a motherless child. Maybe it's it's like you don't know who you are because, like I said, when you deal with a mother like that, the mother gives you different roles of life, right? He is the golden child. He cannot do no wrong. But usually, the golden children keep a heat, but they lose who they are too. And for the rest of their life, they have to figure that out to stay golden. So, but man, like I said, it comes the time of the day, and I had to learn this. It took over 40 years to do this. You can't keep blaming your childhood issues in your adulthood. You gotta let it go and forgive and forgive, but remember, but forgive and start your peaceful journey because it is a generational curse. So you're still seeking something as a child, but you have children. So your children will end up lacking because they're gonna be chasing the same thing because you're chasing this. And it's like, I had to learn like it don't go that way. You don't continue to bring that curse, man. You break that curse, and breaking curses are very hard because you have to be yourself to break the curse. You have to find yourself to break. Like you have to really find yourself to break the curse, and it can take forever and ever to find you. All right, but it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of healing. It takes whatever. So hold on. Somebody got that alarm set off at the wrong time. He needs to she needs to keep all this away. Sometimes we need, we thinking we're losing the war because it's all about your ego and pride. Somebody threatened your position. It's at the point of who gonna beat who, and sometimes you just gotta give her the rope because she's hanging herself every day, man. You don't want to be a part of this right now. This is all about to go down. Today is they're tired. They're tired. They're gonna wrap this case up fast. And she keeps bumping the moms at, like I said yesterday on live. She said this. She said her son plays like that. So just imagine, in her mind, she thinks that her son plays like that, and so he deserved to be hit because because he acts this way. This is how the minute this mind has gone. This mind is now mush. And then you adding drugs to the mix, and you adding alcohol to the mix. But I did see something. It hurts her. That the way how her son looked. Because when she said that, she stopped and she looked down. Oh, that hurt though, huh? That hurt. That really hurt. You know, that hurt. That really hurt. Um, that hurt her. It's like those women. She is just like her mother right now. That's what her mother is suffering right now. What she inflicted on her children. When she said that, that hit her hard. No. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, that hurts you, but that's your fault. You taking you. Everything has been taken too far. All you had to do, like I said, I keep saying, you would have had a bigger platform. You would have had more money if you went that way. Then I wish y'all stop calling that girl holy hands too, because I take my spirituality, I take it very serious because I went through a lot to really get my relationship with God. I still go through a lot. I still open myself up to learning every day about spirituality. Like I told my therapist today, I said, I don't know it all, but I want to evolve each day. Whatever I can learn to make me evolve each day. See, I put work in mine. And then for people to call this person holy hands, that's not holy. You do not supposed to lay your hands on anybody. Let me stop. I'm gonna lie. I did this year though. I did. See, I can take accountability. I did. I did put my hands on somebody this year, but she spit on my daughter. She did. She spit on my daughter. And see, let me tell you the difference between her and me. See, I tend to walk away because once I get to an anger, I know I can really hurt something or somebody. So the ones that don't really bark is the one that you need to watch. The one that's always smiling, the one that you think is a pushover, that's the one you need to watch. I know once I get on you, I will not stop. And then also when you get to meditation, it's like you align, especially when you have all your chakras up, you align. And then for that to happen, like what happened this year about that, it takes 2 or 3 days to come back because you disjointed because of that, and nobody's worth being disjointed. Like, but come on now, she spit on my daughter, bro. I'm like, God, I know I was wrong, but look, like the song said, a nigga had to do what a nigga had to do. I'm sorry, bro. I'm still a vessel, but those were not holy hands. Those were quick tempered hands. So I really, really, see, I can admit when I'm wrong. I really can. Somebody find, yeah, I did it. I was wrong. I don't understand what's so hard with these people to say that. Like, but that's not holy hands, though. God, didn't Jesus say you move the other cheek when somebody slap you? You going the other cheek. I'm really am getting tired of y'all saying y'all with her spiritually, but y'all not acting out on her spiritually. And if you was true spiritual, you'll call her out on it. But it's just some of y'all are hurt too. And hurt people trauma bond with this woman. And some of it is maybe like I said, I am not the one to judge. Some of y'all do some things that along with her and you justify your reason through her. Because no way somebody I'll still be talking after last night. No way. No way at all. So, man, that's crazy. Um, how far you gonna take content all for the dope man too? That's what Spirit's saying. You don't hear that? All that for the dope man. I don't know, is it? They both was high. Like this weekend, both of them was high. I hear Claressa. He. I'm getting tired of this too. he did not drag her down. He didn't drag her down on Friday. He didn't drag her down on Saturday. He didn't drag her down on Sunday. She willingly got on the plane. She a grown ass adult. She spit out a baby. She is a woman. Do you understand? Nobody can make nobody do anything. I'm tired of y'all. Because like I said, it's the way how she looks that y'all do this to, y'all let her go. And it's just like, no, somebody else is about to get hurt. How many it's gonna take? How much you gonna see? And I can't say that. Do I think? Yeah, but I can't say what I want to say. Y'all know, y'all not believing me. Did y'all see the solar eclipse, which was crazy? Because some people saw the eclipse, but where I'm at, I ain't see no moon come over the sun. Even when I was outside, I was like, "Yo, it's daylight. What the hell? Like, I didn't see no sun, but I didn't. This is what I saw. I saw a portal. I saw a portal that day. I did. What you saw was the omega to, I mean, the alpha to the omega. Yeah, I don't think it's a game. Thank you. Welcome to Club Spirit. Y'all think it's a game. Um, all of us are wallowing in negative energy. We live for negative energy. We speak negative energy. Even, in a comment, somebody can say a comment, and then somebody can just, you don't even know this person. You can say the most disrespectful thing ever to these people. You don't even know this person. We speak, even, I'm speaking all this. Somebody's going to come on here and find something physically wrong. They're not going to hear what I'm saying, right? And we living this way. We living in hate. We living, white versus black versus Hispanic. But I'm not speaking of like it's whatever you think at this point. Uh, we're living in dark. Well, we even telling people when people are trying to tell the truth, either they die, or you say they hating, or you got a problem with them. You jealous, so that we're living in the dark. So these are now called the dark days. What happened is that starts the dark days. That was the rain of fire. Do you understand? So you're not going to be able to see the person that's supposed to be the savior. You're not going to be able to see it until you start living in light. When you start living in your truth, when you take the mask off and be who you are, you're not going to see it. So right now we about to hit the dark. And too many people, like I said, came along and said it, but like I told people, man, stop it, stop. Don't tell nobody else no more. Don't tell nobody, because it's like, even as positive I talk or whatever, somebody's gonna come and still call me a demon. I don't have time for that, because when you start speaking like that, you risk your life. You really do risk your life. You risk your life with being monitored. You risk your life with being RIP hating. Start talk. Man, like, you can't tell me shit. Like, stop telling the truth. Nobody don't want to hear the truth. Everybody want to lie, and everybody want to lie in the dark. Everybody want to lie because it feels good. It's too easy to lay in the dark. And then when somebody comes and tells you the truth, they crazy. The devil got all y'all crazy. Like, so person comes in and starts speaking truth, they crazy. I'll take that crazy, man, because I'm tell you, living like that, man, you're not free. You chained. you know. And right now, I'm living free. I don't give a damn. I'm not. I'm living free. I'm dancing around free up in here. And somebody can watch this and be like, I know why she's free, because she don't know. I mean, mentally, spiritually, what I don't care what you think anymore. That's what I mean. I'm going to take the reins of mine. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. This is between me and God, not you included in it. Where it's like, what? All right, what ABC you out? Well, I got what you said when you was a kid. You're not even in this equation. So, uh, how far are we gonna take? Like, I've really been watching streaming because I want to change it, and I see the opportunity, and it's like we have lost originality. Like everybody want to do what everybody else is doing. Um, Everybody want to be DDG. Everybody want to be Kai. Everybody want to be Rakai. Everybody want to be like all these people, and it's like it's gonna get that field is going to be saturated, right? So I'm like, you ever watched the movie Hidden Figures? And um, I forgot who played that role. When she started seeing the computers coming in, and she knew her job is going to be eliminated. So she went and thought about how can I benefit? How can I benefit? How can I keep a job? Like how? Because I know what's about to happen. Nobody know how to fix it. So maybe I need to learn it to fix it. Like that's how I think. So I'm looking at it like, okay, all this is going to be saturated. Playing games, doing 20-year-old shit in different spots. Now you still got old people doing it too. Um, Women, men, chaos. All that's going to be saturated, but nobody's using their creativity in designing something new. Now you got to be creative, and the way how these people they can't be creative. So I'm noticing that. Um, uh, yeah, Blueface was talking about DDG last night. Man, I felt. I don't know if he felt it, but when I saw it, I said something. That's why I didn't come on yesterday. I said something's gonna go down tonight because he's asking for it. He's asking for it. First of all, that man never. That man never claimed you. Hold on. That lady never. He never claimed that baby. Even in vitro, he really. But I don't think he ever did. And you didn't get a baby shower. So you want to crash on the person that is. You about to get it. You about to get it. That's all I say. Karma about to whoop that ass. For you to be an informant, you cannot be this loud in the streets. You cannot. And I have said this before. If you got to look up Whitey Bulger case, Whitey went around a long time. But Whitey had to go to jail. And that's I don't care. You don't have that much clout. You don't have that much power. You can't. And then also another thing is, I'm gonna be real with you. Let's just say that's her job to do this. Maybe it is. Maybe her. Maybe it can be her job doing this. Um, but it's still not doing a good job because you're being so obvious with it. So I'm telling you what happened. They signed on somebody. They did not know that was that delayed. And right now they don't even know what to do with delayed right now. And it's getting worse every day because her head is getting big. And she thinks she's bigger. She's bigger than the damn CI program, bro. And so what's going to happen? They're going to speed up this investigation. They're going to have to get these people out the street because it's going to be more hurt people, and they're going to have to answer to that baby. It's too much on camera. Even after what she said yesterday, man, it, yeah, it's dead wrong. Thank you. You dead wrong. You dead wrong. Dead wrong. Y'all are dead wrong in supporting this. Y'all are dead wrong. I'm still saying, making an excuse. You're dead wrong. Y'all into that toxic shit. Y'all want a man to hit it on. Y'all want that man to hit you over the head. Y'all want to be fighting with the next woman. Oh, yeah, he's mine. I know you gotta want. I got him all the time. That's what y'all want. Y'all want that. Yeah, my baby girl, my baby daddy, other baby mama doing the same thing. Yeah, you right. You do that. Do that. Now, our race is being attacked, and that's all I'm putting at. We being attacked for a reason. Nobody never thought about that. No. Yeah. So they are. They gonna wrap it up. They're gonna wrap it like you know at the end of the credits, like the end of the award show, and you got that award in your hand and like wrap it up, wrap this up because this is getting ridiculous. 7 shots last night. Sexual transmitted demon is real, and y'all seeing it. Is too they sucked in on each other. Yeah, but like I said, we the only ones that attack each other, and it's a reason why. And nobody never stopped and maybe think about why. It's a reason why, bro. I can't tell you the reason why, but it's a reason why. But we can't get to that level until we figure it out and fix it. So, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So anyway, let me do some readings along with this. Yeah, I do what is called welcome to Club Spirit. If you've never been to Club Spirit, I use the lyrics and I pick up anybody's energy. It could be anybody's energy that's on this platform right now, any energy around me. Pick it up. It's anonymous. You do not have to tell me your name. And if it is, you meant to hear it. Maybe you've been praying for something. Maybe you've been praying for an answer. Maybe something that I have said already, it hit you. But that's what I do, right? So, all right, we're gonna try. We gonna transfer to that real quick. 43 minutes. I did enough. Well, yeah. Oh, we stopped it. Um, thank y'all for the likes, the shares. Thank y'all for subscribing. I've been just picking up people one at a time. Um, I don't I don't need a cash out. I don't need a super chat if you see like or that. Thank you, but I'm not gonna push the agenda. It's gonna happen in its due time. What I'm doing right now with that is just I'm just trying to change my children and use that and just build it up to help my children. So um, so I'm just letting you know. No, hold on. Mm, 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 mm. How many people in here? 16? Better days. Better days. I'm put that outside again. Better days. Somebody's about to have better days. Somebody about to have some better days. How many of y'all right now watching and you really been on your you've been at your end, like you 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 were on your end, and maybe right now you see some bills on your you see your bills on the table, or you got them on the counter. Maybe you look at it in the morning and push it out, and you what you're doing is you you are really suffering in silence because you don't know how to ask for help. You know, maybe you always had it, and then for one time in your life that you had nothing but um, uh, um, maybe you've been inside. I don't know, but it's like you going through a season of difficulty. Whoever this is, maybe you haven't had a season like this before. Maybe everything came to your life easily. It just like you did this, it came easily. You did this, it came easily. But right now, it's a period. It's a period in your life right now. It's just raining outside, and it's like maybe for once, the person that you probably been helping, you probably been trying to hold it together. Maybe you are that family person where everybody comes to you and asks you for the money, and you get are or were financially competent to actually take care of families, take care of your family, take care of their family, extended families, and everything. But for once, you can't do it. See, and right now it's like you in the dark right now. Don't you love that you be in that dark, and you in that dark by yourself, and it's like that dark be eating inside of you a little deeper and deeper and deeper on you. And then it becomes dark because you never had days like this. And so this is what I need to tell you, man. If you go to church, thank you. Welcome to Club Spirit. If you go to church, man, it's like we go to church and we sit there and we really believe Jesus. We believe in Christ. And what you need to realize is you got to pay the tithe of faith. Somebody needs to hear this. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He got you. Like, you never realized that was him that awarded you those blessings for you to hand out. You didn't do this by yourself. So you right now it's like you you have to realize that this dark time is always going to be to the light. It's like you're about to go into something that bigger. Like it's like you're in one. It's like different circles, and it's like you're in one part of the circle, but you're about to go to a bigger circle. And before you do that, you got to go through some darkness. But you have to realize to have the faith that it's going to get you through. And then also, sometimes you have to see when you don't have for once, and you need who's there. You know. So yeah. Yeah, so maybe you had to see that. You have to see who's around you. And sometimes God put on, like, you be in that dark, and then He gonna put the light all around you, but not on you, so you can see. Because they supposed to supply what you have supplied, and it's like no expectation. It's like you gave from the heart. You shouldn't get mad that you gave from the heart, but they should give back to. That's how it goes. But you got to see those people don't need to go to your next lane. So it's gonna work itself out. You just gotta go through faith, and it's gonna work itself out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, don't you? It be stressful though. You know, I can tell you all this, but you still got you still flesh. You know, but yeah, yeah, yeah. But sometimes you need to, hear that. Maybe you need to hear that. Um, you know, I always was told more than twice. Two women just come out of nowhere and like you are going to touch millions of people. You're gonna heal people. I'm like, how you gonna heal these people? Now you gonna heal. But the first time I heard it, it was before I went to rehab, like right before I went to rehab. And she was like, you're gonna be bigger than what's her name, the little white lady. I forgot it. It's gonna come. Like you're gonna be bigger than her. I'm like, all right, whatever. In 2 years, like around 2022, I was teaching, and what God was doing at that time was God was getting me ready for my purpose. I knew my purpose because He sent that lady to tell me what my purpose is, right? And so that day I was teaching. It was my birthday. I'll never forget it. September 28th, 2022. And that day, those kids were bad. That day, they were bad. And I mean, I was in the verge of tears that day. And it was like, even my principal, I really felt that she should have been supporting. Like days like this is going to happen, but she just looked at me and walked on. That's why that school closed too, by the way. And I I went. I got in my car and I went to go and get some CBD. And I was at this I was at this store, and I saw this woman at the corner store, and people probably heard this story, but if you knew, um, she didn't have nothing on her chest. She just had her breast out. She was a crackhead. And I'm like, look, boo, like, come on, like, you shouldn't be walking around here. I got clothes in my back, which I did. I'm like, pick what you want out of here, because you shouldn't be walking around like that. Now it's my birthday though, right? So she came to me and she said that she said, okay. And I said, do you want something to drink? She told me she wanted Dr. Pepper or something like that. I'm like, all right. No, Pepsi. I'm like, all right. When I got her Pepsi. And when she was putting the clothes on, she said, you about to heal a whole lot of people. She said, you and a man, you and this man, you're gonna marry. It's not gonna be your ex, it's gonna be a new man. But the other lady, anyway. And I'm like, well, now in 2026, where he at? Because I'm still waiting. Anyway, moving on. But she said, you about to, you been out there and you gonna use being out there, you're gonna use that to assist others. And I looked at her and I'm like, and when I got home, that was like a confirmation. I'm saying all this for a reason. That was a confirmation of, because I'm asking God, what's going on? Like, you saying this is going to happen? How is this happening? I'm trapped at a school teaching. Like, how is this going to happen? And that happened. And the next 2 days later, I went to go and find her because I want to know more. Like, how? Because I couldn't read like that. So I'm like, how she? Yeah, how she read like that? So okay. So let me make sure. Yeah. I was like, how did you read? How did you read that? Because I don't understand how. And she said, when I went and saw her to go find her, she died. She got hit by a police car the next day. And I'm saying this like, sometimes maybe you do need to hear that. You know what's going on with you, and maybe you know what your trajectory is, you know what your purpose is, and sometimes you need that. You need to hear that to keep on going. So somebody need to hear that. Um, I'm trying to think anything else. You stress. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's just one of them days. Just one of them days. I'm gonna go back in the room in a minute. But she was on the phone. I don't like nobody to do that when I'm on the phone. Wanna be all alone, just one of them days. So it's one of them days. Somebody wanna be alone. Man, you look like you do a lot of interaction with a lot of people. I just see like your life is fast paced. I just see one person coming in, one person coming in, one person coming out, one person coming in, one person coming out. It's like you. It's very fast paced. You have a very fast paced life, and it's just all day talking, 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 talking. It's just like maybe you work with a group of people, or maybe you have 5 or 6 people around you at one time. Maybe you have a team. You know how sometimes in project management or whatever you have a team, and it's like y'all come together and do teams, and it's just like all day people, and it's like I just see you like and put your head down in the desk like maybe you see something and they not seeing it, and you like, look, I'm telling you, this is about to happen, and nobody's not taking your word, nobody's not listening to you. It's like, don't you hate that when your thoughts come and you know you see it, but they don't see it, but they don't want to hear what you have to say because they think they're smarter than you type thing. And it's like whenever they leave your, it's like maybe you have somebody that works with you really is dumb, but sometimes he uses your ideas and he presents it and steals the credit. And it's like you're tired of it. You're tired of it. And it's like he hangs around, and whoever this is, it's like he likes to hang around your office a lot. He wants to hang around your office so he he can cheat. He's taking your ideas, and it's like it's really getting you angry to a fact. Like it's just one of them days. Maybe you snapped on somebody, and it's like that's how you feel. It's just one of them days. You don't take it personal. It's just like maybe you're a black woman as well, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, yo. How you feel? You know how you be working those type of jobs, and as a black woman, you cannot have any emotion whatsoever. If it's heightened like this, they be like, take it down, take a chill pill. You don't have to be aggressive. And you be like, I'm not aggressive, but this is how I am. And so it's like you can't have any emotion, because if you do, and if it's overly played, are you manic? Or it's like, chill out. You don't have to be like that, type. But it's like nobody, you know, you have to be stone cold. And some days you bring that home to you, and it wears you down. Like I can't. I gotta doctor how I am when I go there. And then I come home and I still have this weight. Nobody's listening to me, but they're taking my ideas. It's like you're getting very aggravated about the situation. Um, but you really wasn't supposed to be at that job for a very long time. And what's going on with you is it's like maybe you getting comfortable, and sometimes we get comfortable at places. Maybe really overall is an easy job. And you know how we get attached to easy jobs and we just lose ourselves, or we get comfortable. So it's like you're comfortable, you're very comfortable in this situation. And I hear Jesus peace. I don't know. I hear, I don't know. um But you're only supposed to learn something at this job to take it with you to another job. And it's like maybe you are looking for another position, but you're procrastinating because it's comfortable. But then you go home and maybe you go and bring it home to your significant other, and you significant other like, look, I'm tired of this shit. Like, you bringing this shit home every day, like for real. Like what the fuck? Like you be like, and you just loading on him, and maybe on weekends when you off, he don't hear you, you go off on him too. So it's like you starting to bring that home to a home that was peaceful. So what I'm hearing is like stop procrastinating because you were supposed to get a skill maybe into more data analytics, whoever this is. Maybe you're supposed to learn more analyzing, and then you're supposed to bring that over to this new position. You have another position coming. It's just you gotta go out there, and being too comfortable is disrupting your everyday. So I hope whoever that's for, I hope you got it. So whoever that's for, been there before. I've been everywhere. Let's see, she's still on the phone. She's on the phone. Um, um, I don't like nobody doing that. I'm on the phone call. Anyway, mm-hmm. Take. How far enough is enough? Let's just say that, and I'm speaking in spirit, maybe some higher ups, and like if y'all can pull this off, we'll re-offer a show to you. Only these two people know, but the other one don't know. But these two people know because the other person is the draw of the show. He really knows, but he not telling her all the truth either because she's an idiot. But there's another show trying to be made, and somebody needs to understand. God got His hand on that, and it's going to backfire. He got His hand on it, like how you say we're gonna table something because somebody, how sometimes you pray, you get what you pray for, or you've been praying for something, but you don't mean it. But sometimes His lesson is that He gonna show you like what you pray for, you gonna get what you pray for. And it's like these two idiots been acting a fool, but it's not like how it was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. We got fully addicted people this time. So they're not as sharp as they were 4 years later. And I have said this before. When you be in the dark, you're not as fast as you used to be, especially when you have drugs involved. You're not as fast as you used to be. It's like that movie Casino with Tommy. Tommy was running Las Vegas, right? Then finally, he got on the drugs. So he's not hitting people as hard. He's not running. He's doing stupid mistakes. So now we're here because you don't grow. You weather away when you're in the dark. You don't grow. You die in the dark, right? You don't go towards the light. Use it to get wisdom. You can't get wisdom in the dark. So the same tactic, I see, like, you know, let's just say you got Bonnie and Clyde, right? But Bonnie and Clyde know what each other has done, but they really truly hate each other. But they know what each other done, and they know what they can do. And it's like every time, it's like a gun draw every time. Like one got a gun here, and one got, I mean, a pow pow, and the other one got a pow pow here. And it's like they they looking at each other, but they both holding the triggers. And if one runs this way, the trigger, his trigger gonna go, and she go this way, her trigger gonna go. But they at a standstill, and that's part of the karma. You can't grow. You're gonna be stuck there because both of y'all holding each other up. So y'all stuck there with the pow-pows, and y'all can't move. Nobody can go right. Nobody can go left. So the threatening of every time you want to go to jail, that's her cue, y'all. That's her cue saying, I'm about to go tell. So he knows he can't go far because she has his secret. But she really can't go far because he has hers. But really, she thinks she's higher than the program. And really, it's like they are more on his side than her side right now. You know, um, maybe somebody is misleading somebody and thinking that the case is not there. It's gonna be cleared, but it just gives them room to see more. You know, so it is an active, seriously an active investigation still. But it's like more man hours. It's like this person's a menace now. Like y'all made that happen. Y'all did that. you know, and like I said, she's too loud. And all they gonna do is replace you. You're never gonna be bigger than the program. They're just gonna find somebody else. But also, maybe this was her last chance to do it. Because they've been trying to figure out what they were going to do with her. They can't put her in the industry. She don't. So you can't. They can't put her in the industry. They can't put her as a CI. Talk to me. Or she popping it. Or she doing what she want to do. So they can't put her there. They can't put her there. Maybe if we put her to manipulate, to see, we can experiment. I'm just not, can I say, we just gonna manipulate. We gonna see, maybe we can manipulate some things with her, right? I'm put it like that. So you can't even do that because you're talking too much. So now it's like, what can we do with her? Man, you don't even out here. You don't even have to sacrifice your son no more. Like we don't even want you. We don't want your son. We don't. It's nothing we can do with you right now. Like we have to every other week we have to clean up your mess, and that's not what we were intending to do. That's not a part of the deal. That's not a part of the deal with with her other master. She trying to play with two masters, but the other master is like, I don't know what to do with this bitch. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm trying to, when the devil want to stop playing with you, that's bad. Like he looking at God like, look, you sent this bitch to me. That's what he like, you sent this dumbass bitch to me. I can't do nothing. Can't do you want her? He like, I don't want that bitch either. Excuse my language. I don't want her. She's a motherless child. She's a fatherless child. She's walking around here fatherless right now. What you want? What you want to do? That's what they are doing. Like, oh, baby, you can play with the devil you want. He gonna always come and collect, Sugar Palm. He's gonna come and collect. He's gonna come and collect. So that's done. Let's go into this boxing match. I think she's off the phone now. Boxing match. Something's about to leak out with that. About that boxing match. Somebody's gonna get aggravated and start telling the truth about this whole situation. How this whole setup situation is like a setup. Yeah, and I did notice, why you didn't take off your boxing gloves? Why you went in and took those boxing gloves all the way down to even taking pictures with her after? Usually take your gloves off. Just saying, just asking. And I'm not being real. Like, people be like, she hating. Everybody gonna try to find something on her. Everybody gonna try to find. No, homegirl didn't take her boxing until it was almost time to go to the club. By the way, what the hell did you have on? Okay, so braids, no makeup, cool. But the sheen shirt with the see-through so you can see your boobie with the out, like, how Remy Ma had that dress on. And it's like, I don't care about clearance rags, because you can go to the thrift store and get the best outfit. It's how you wear it. And it's something with her, with how she wears clothes. And it's like she tries to be other people, and maybe that don't suit her. Like, I wish I could wear skinny leg jeans. I can't do it. It ain't for me, right? If I want to go out, small dresses work for me. That works. Maybe some, pants. I don't know. You do what works with you, what looks good on your body. And she is running behind these other people, and stealing people. And it don't look right. Now, I have to say that replica swimsuit, okay. But we know you took that from somebody. So it's like, I don't know what in the hell that girl had on, bro. Somebody not your friend. Because I was like, what she got on? I know that's Rennie. And then the funny part is, that wasn't even a promo for Rashida's store. That was her shopping at Rashida. Why she didn't wear nothing out of there? Because it kind of looked good on her. I don't know. But somebody's about to get tired. Somebody's not going to get paid in this cover-up situation. It's because somebody's very shisty in that camp. Somebody's very two-faced in that camp. They come out as they're reputable, like they have a reputation and this, but they're really not. They really are a narcissist. Like, those narcissists with the grandiose thinking that they're bigger than what they are, but they're not. They gonna have all these accomplishments, but you can't find them. So this person has been sucked by the succubus energy. She sucked all your soul. Like, what soul that this person had is now totally gone. He's just a walking corpse right now. What these two are karma, each other's karma. They call karmic lovers for a reason, right? Sometimes when you with the person and you do that person wrong, that person may be, like I said, if your soulmate, you grow, you prosper, you gonna grow. You're gonna come at one and y'all gonna grow. But your karmic, you gonna lose every damn thing with this person because you're not supposed to be with this person. Because the fruits that you're supposed to be with this person, that other person don't deserve it because they're trying to take that fruit, right? So it's just this person out here is walking around with no soul, and they have to embellish on substances to keep them going. Because when a succubus take all your energy, you don't have no energy. So you start looking for things to keep you up. This succubus, he's sucking her, she's sucking him. He's incubus, she's succubus, and they both at war with each other. Two spirits at war with each other. But in back doors, it's not good. The succubus, the succubus really wants what the wife has, but can't get it. She wants the destiny swap. She wants the girl. I never in my life looked at another woman and said, I want what you got. And by any means, if I'm gonna get what you got. I look at a woman, you know, like I have a therapist. I look up to her. I be like, yo, even though I feel I'm at this point, you're teaching me something, and I thank you because now I know what I'm missing, what I'm lacking. But I never was like, I'm gonna be her. You know, I want your education. I want your job. I want all this. I want how I want to be. I see how you dress, how you wear your hair. I want to be like that. No, I see it's more of I I admire you. Uh, it's like I admire you. It's like I admire you, and thank you for being a positive mentor. Now I'm gonna see what you do, and I'll place it in my life. But I don't want to duplicate your steps. And this woman looks at people that way. Like, I want to be you. Like, I see what you have on. I want to wear that. Okay, if I mix some of this and some of that and some of this, that makes me. And that's not it. So this person does like the destiny spot. Um, and self hatred. A lot going on with this girl. This man should have known this before he got with her. This woman ain't right, bro. She all jumbled up, just like Chrisean. She will hurt people to get her way. Just like Chrisean, nobody told her no. Nobody has told this girl no. So what's going on with her is he in too deep. She in too deep. She's she about to lose everything. And she's not going to accept accountability. And then to be at a young age to have no humility and your ego's that big, and once it's deflated, it you're gonna be walking around like Adrian Broner. And it's gonna take possibly it'll take a fight. Because after Adrian Broner had that fight with uh what's his name? Was it M? He talked all that shit. And then Adrian, you owe me some money because I had a fight party with that one and we lost a lot of money. For real. Molina, I think. I forgot his name. But ever since that fight, he never was the same. And talk about him in a second. But he and both of them they about to get embarrassed. They're about to get embarrassed. It's gonna be somebody that they don't like he don't have money for. He's juggling, he's doing too much. He think he's something that he's not. You know how maybe you married to a person, you think the man, you let the man think that he's doing it, but really you're doing the background, but he think that he's doing it. But you're such a good wife that you actually doing the navigation from behind, but you let him take the. So that's what that is. Oh, talking about Adrian Broner, because I like to talk about pop culture. Adrian Broner the other day did an OD on camera. Yeah, with these streams, you can't hide nothing. Like, even with me, somebody probably gonna come out the back, say something really stupid, and people be like, huh? Like, you can't hide from streams. If you can't hide, it's gonna come out. Um, so they was trying to hide him from going to the hospital. And man, addiction is powerful. I can speak on this all day. Addiction is powerful. No money's gonna fix it. Um, no getting up higher in the status ain't gonna fix it. You getting back in their club is not gonna fix it. You have to go and find out what are you doing. See, what are you doing? You have to figure out what you're doing. So let me see if I can move because I don't like that either. Hold on. Yeah, I don't like that either. Anyway, um, so only you can heal that. And what I'm learning about addiction, you can't get put you like you'll never heal addiction. Addiction is ongoing, but what to get you out and get you out of it is you have to go and find that hole. Whatever that day that you put out that pill, wherever that day that you got a drink and you drank and it covered that covered that it covered it. Yeah, yeah. And whatever you got, you drank and it felt good. I learned this about alcohol. And if you have to drink to for your emotions to feel better, alcohol is not for you. A pill is not for you. Now, if you take alcohol and you can have a good time with it, it's okay. Just but if you're taking alcohol because you have these problems going on, and that's the only thing that can get you through the night, that's not for you. You're gonna be fighting a battle, and so it's I see a lot of in the last couple of years, I have been seeing a lot of addicts go back and forth. They go back and forth. They go back and forth, and they go. Family members is not that they don't want to; is they haven't found the source of the hurt, the source of the trauma, or they didn't want to hit the trauma. So I'm trying to keep it confidential. Yeah. So the source of the trauma. And until you figure out only God gonna get you through that, you gonna keep riding that circle. You know. You know. It took me. I think I got my source now. I really do. And it was so simple, but I made it so complicated. Everybody, people that you gotta let go. With me, I was bringing in people because I didn't know what love was, and it was always a hole for love, and I had to realize I can't do that no more to myself. So now I know what a hole is. I know what it is. And now I'm ready to bandage it. And it's like sometimes you have to realize that can't you can't. It's like you love a person, but you're gonna have to love them from a distance, and sometimes loving them so much you can lose a part of you. And I did. And I didn't, trying to love on people. I'm trying to be their identity. I'm trying to be what they want for their approval, and it it failed every time. So now it's been a long journey trying to find out who I really am and really do what my purpose is, which is this. I don't know, for some reason, I think this person knew because this person always tripped when I did this. And I'm like, yo, they got like thousands, but I just gotta let that go. But this is what I do. I'll be honest with you. When I get off and after talking about God and talking about this and talking about spirituality and actually helping someone, because I know how it is when you're at home at night and you don't have nobody to call, you don't have any money, maybe to go and get some. You don't have nothing, like no material, nobody, and you're there all alone, and you're trying to work this through, and you don't have nobody you can talk to. Man, I know how that feels, and then I know how it feels at night. Like I said, that spiritual warfare be hitting you, and there's nothing you can do, and there's nothing you can call. So that's why I come on here, man. If I can tell you something that make you feel good, man, you did my job for the day. It's not all about the subs. It's not all about the money. It's not all about the ads. It's not all about all the views and everything else. I appreciate it, but it's like I feel relieved when I hit that X when somebody says thank you. And that's really real talk. See, I'm the person that really is real. Now the other one y'all following ain't real because she don't talk like this. But y'all follow that. So yeah, you truly, you truly anointed. You don't, you don't act that way. You don't act that way at all. That girl playing. Every time I think about it, I get upset because I don't like to play with God that way, man. I don't like to play with God that way at all. So I don't like to play with God. I do not like to. I keep saying that because I just think about it. Like with my relationship, it took a lot. It took sacrifices. It took tears. It took being broke, being homeless, being crying. Like people don't believe you. You like, man, I've been touched, and it's like nobody believes you. Like, yeah, right, dang. And then for somebody to make fun of that, like I, I think I meditate so high to a point I am connected, but you don't see me. I don't go on nobody's street and put my hands on nobody, bro. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. Actually, like you heal. Well, this is the way I heal. I heal by the way I speak. I don't have to put hands on anybody. I can just speak and speak, and God gave me what is called empathy, so I can relate and I can understand how you feel, and I can relate that way. Like, no, you don't have to put hands on nobody. You don't have to put tongue. Like, you don't. I don't do. Well, I mean, I could, but I don't. I don't. Why? Why I want to say something that you don't even know I'm saying? Like I'm saying, like for real, for real. Like why? I want you to hear what I'm getting connected with. Like what the hell? It's like also like these people, also they be like, you're evil, you're demonic. No, it's the same way. Like the only difference is like God works within you. And he once you get connected with him and he start working within you, you're doing the purpose of serving him. But it takes a lot for him to start working within you, right? So he works within. So that means I speak in the light. I don't go in the back door and then be like, yo, and then come back in the morning. But I spoke to God, and this is what God said. Like it don't go that way, bro. It don't ever go that way. If I do have if I have a moment with God, it's about me. Just like with Jesus. What I learned when I'm in his moment, when I'm with the creator's moment, I learn, and then I come back and say, well, this is what I learned. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like, yeah, do 50 jumping jacks and then you come and follow me and then you're gonna go to hell. That's not how it's supposed to be. But hey, I'm the demon. I don't know. But that's not how it's supposed to be. He works within you in light. He works within you now. He does not work within you overnight. To come back, maybe if you did have a dream or something like that, I'll get that. Like you had a dream and maybe like, yo, this is because dreams can be also ways to tell you what's going on. But the dream is about you. And sometimes, yeah. So it's crazy. It's really mostly about you and how you can be a better person or have a better connection with him. And then when you figure it out, you like, yo, I want to take it to others. That's how it is. For real, for real. I just don't understand that part, you know. And then I don't tell you to do anything because that's not right. I just speak on what's a like just what helped me, and maybe if you see that and you can take it and do a little spin with it, fine. But I don't tell you to do nothing. I don't tell anybody. I don't judge. Like I said, I don't judge nobody. I don't judge what's your religion, because religion and spirituality are two different things. I speak spiritual. I do not speak religion. That's organized. I speak your personal one-on-one journey with him, not the whole group. What's going on in the tabernacle? Tabernacle is not involved in spirituality. So I don't know. Somebody need to hear that. Went through all that. So uh, yeah, functioning alcoholics. I hope he gets to his pain. I think it's like the ego, where you get inflated ego and it gets blown, and it's like you you don't know what to do. And but real talk, that's a calling. That's him calling you. That's all that is. He's calling him. He's calling him to do something. You learn all that so you can do what is called redemption, retribution. I mean, yeah, redemption. So then you can get your redemption and you can tell others about your redemption or use that redemption in doing something in life. So that's what it's supposed to do. So when you get like that, like Claressa. But I already see it. She is not going to register. Like you get to a certain ego, and the ego death happens, and it's up to you to realize that ego death happened for a reason. You have to go back and take that back to others. So anyway, down to 5. I'm gonna do one more, then I'm done. That was Baby Keem on there earlier. I'm gonna do one more and then I'm done. Mm, 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 mm. Yesterday. Hold on. Somebody's holding themselves back. Like that song Snooze. I'm good for this in the morning. I wake up in the morning. I'll be honest with you. I hate waking up in the morning, and like I would hit snooze, and then my eyes close, and then I get in I get in trouble for waking up late. Right, get in trouble. Um, Somebody's putting snooze on their life. Somebody's waiting on something, and it's like you. I don't know why. While you waiting around? Yeah, there go my name. Anyway, y'all. I got caught. I'm coming. I'll talk to y'all later.